Y'all know I've been trying to figure out this channel, but it got to be football. So, look, let's jump right into it. The Florida Gators have the reason why I say they got the hardest schedule, which it is hard, but I seen somebody talk about it saying they could be, I want to say, if I saw the typing in it right, 9-3 or 8-4. We're going to dive into Florida and see what they got. I know they lost the running back, but they also got players. And I'm from the state of Florida, so I always know that Florida can be up and down, but for the majority of it, they're going to be up. So we just going to see how this thing play out. Y'all know I like my little book, man. I like my little book. So let's jump into the Gators and see what the book say. I already know what I feel about the Gators, but I just like to see what they talking about. So for the NFL, they ain't got nobody in the top 10 NFL talent. But big games. They got Miami and Florida. That is a big game. Hey, that's definitely bragging rights for the state and everything. Then we have Florida at Tennessee. That's always a big game. Always. Then you got the Georgia and Florida game in Jacksonville. That's gonna be a big game. You got LSU at Florida. That's a big boy game. And then you got Florida and Florida State. So, Coach Billy Napier on the outside looked like he on the hot seat because of the past 2 seasons there. He ain't got it rolling like they want. But my thing is, will they give him an opportunity to keep it going? I believe they should, because you don't want to just keep starting over. I think you got to ride with him and just see what he can do, because I think his buyout is very, very, very high. But I done seen in the state of Florida where they'll get a coach out like Willis Taggart. Man, they paid for that boy to get up out of there. So you don't know, but let's just look at what Florida got. And like I say, I'm in the state of Florida, so when I buy a book, it's going to have Florida people on there. You see, it's the big 3. Well, this team, they faked out. That's UCF. They should be in black and gold, but that's neither here nor there. All right, let's talk about these. Let's talk about these Gators, man. Let's see what the books say about them. You know, I got my own thoughts, but I like the book because the book run through a lot. So, all right. And like I say, man, I figured out how I want to do this channel now. I'm going to we're going to talk football, and I'm going to do some gaming on here. But, y'all, they got the Gators way back here. God, dog. Woo! They got the Gators ranked 12th in the conference. I ain't really worried about that. They got them ranked 12th. Billy Napier is 11-14 at Florida. That's pretty rough, especially in like Florida Gators. Man, they ain't going for that. His overall record is 51-26, but you minus 14 games off that, he only lost 12. So I'm just saying, if I said that right. Yeah. He got 2 offense coordinators and 2 defense coordinators. So he trying to make sure everybody holding their weight. Players to watch is their quarterback, Graham. He the veteran. He coming back. Montel. I liked him while he was at with Coach Billy Napier in Louisiana. Eugene Wilson. That boy nice. Cam Jackson. Shamar James. Pup Howard. And Jason Marshall. Y'all, University of Florida gonna have dogs. Can they put it together? They got 7 starters coming back and 6 on defense and a kicker and a punter. So that puts you in a great position. Now, let's look at Florida, y'all. They got the quarterback coming back. What did he throw for last year? He threw for 2,900 yards, almost 3,000, and then 20 TD passes. Only 3 picks. in 11 games before he messed up his collarbone. So he had 2 more games left. That's pretty solid. Hey, he did pretty solid. But let's look at the games. Utah, they lost that game. Then they went on a 3-game winning streak. They beat Tennessee. Kentucky got them. They beat South Carolina. Georgia got them. Arkansas, they could have won that. So that could have been 6 wins. They could have beat Missouri. That's 7 wins. They could have beat Florida State. That's 8 wins. Ooh! Hey, Billy, Coach Napier, boy, you might have some. All right, so run it back. It's a big, big season now. I'm probably going to do Miami after this. I got to see what they got going down there in Miami. All right. You got the quarterback coming back, running back coming back, 2 wide receivers coming back. On the O-line, they got juniors and seniors. 3 of them seniors. No, 3 juniors and 2 seniors. So that's good. That's a lot of coming back. So if Billy Napier can weather this season, I think honestly, I think if he can get 7 wins in this season, that boy could probably keep his job. Because he'll be able to say, look, I got a backup. And listen, if I'm him, I'm playing that backup quarterback. We're going to do it like Tim Tebow season. We're going to get that thing rolling. Because his offense rocks with a quarterback that can move. I done seen Billy Napier. Hey, that quarterback can move, he got some. All right, let me see what they running back. They say they going to play their 5-star quarterback, which is DJ Lagway. They're going to gradually put him in, but you got to. That boy is 6'3", 240. You got to play him. Hey, let him do what he do. You see what? Hey, pull out that Tim Tebow. If I'm him, I'm hollering at Steve Spurrier. Man, listen, I'm hollering at Nick Saban. I'm calling everybody, bro. I got to keep my job. The running back ran for 800 yards. So he's solid, man. And that's with splitting carries. Not that running back gone, but let me see if they got another running back. They might have another one. They got a wide receiver. No. Who that is? Yeah, they got a wide receiver transferred in. He caught 46 passes. Oh, that's one of the quarterbacks. Graham wide receiver from Wisconsin. So that boy gonna link up. That's gonna be good. Wilson. Hey, they say Wilson had in the spring game 8 catches, 128 yards. Hey, Eugene Wilson, number 3. That's gonna be their boy. Look, y'all. Florida might be better than what I gave them. See, I was talking about them from the outside with their schedule, but now looking at seeing what they got, Florida got something. Florida, you got something, baby. I see your schedule. You could have won some of them games. All right. Then they tight end. What he had? He had 26 catches. That's good. Y'all, they solid on offense. My bad, Florida. Hey, my bad, Florida. Y'all got some. All right, let me look at the defense. The defense, they say they got 6 starters coming back. So with that, they got DN, Tyreek Sapp, D tackle, Cam Jackson is a nose tackle. Caleb Banks a D tackle. That's they right. Then they got another end coming back. But listen, y'all, in the state of Florida, University of Florida gonna have ballers. It's just putting it together. I don't know what they need to do offense, defense put together, but it look like they got a team coming back. Let me see. You got your linebackers. They got one linebacker, Shamar James. They say he like that. Grayson Howard, they say he like that. They got Denson at the DB. Jason Marshall, you know he big time. Devin Moore, the safety, Turner. Free safety, Jordan. Y'all, they got a squad. Now let me see what the skills. All right. They got Miami. That's gonna be a game. Ain't no way that game gonna be a game. Um, let me see. Ooh, that's gonna be a game, y'all. They got Stanford. I mean Sanford. Sanford. That's a D1 AA school. They're gonna get that win. They got the first 3 games at the crib. So they got a chance to beat Miami at the crib. It's gonna be in their favor at that game. Rocking. Ooh. So look, first game at the crib, that's in their favor. Texas A&M, they got to come over here. That's in their favor because that's a new coach. That the head coach was at Duke, but now he come back to Texas A&M. He worked at Texas A&M. Now the head man there, but he trying to get everything right. So this game so early in the season, they can have a chance. So let's say they beat Miami. You know they beat Stanford. Let's say they beat Texas A&M. They 3-0. At Mississippi State, they need that game, and I don't think Mississippi State like that, but I'm going to look them up and see. Let's say they beat Mississippi State. Then they got UCF. Now, the UCF game going to be rocking. Now, UCF just going to be coming off the game versus Colorado. So, they going to exert a lot of energy for that game. Mississippi State going to have Florida going to have a bye before they play UCF. So that's good for them. So now they can see exactly how UCF rolling. And UCF solid. They solid. So that's going to be a good game. If he can win them games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-0. He could pull that off. He 5-0. Or 4-1. If he could pull that off, 4-1 or 5-0. Yep. All right. Now at Tennessee. That's gonna be a tough one. At Tennessee gonna be a tough one. I don't know how that's gonna turn out because I think I looked at Tennessee the other day. I think I did. I don't know if I fully talked about them, but I think I looked at them. Tennessee, they solid. Kentucky, you know they gonna play hard. Georgia, they hardest game. Ooh, goodness. They got Georgia and Texas. Oh man, listen. November the 2nd to November the 30th. They better do all they can do in August to October. TMFB, we back at it. Yeah, man. I'm gonna try to figure out something with it, man. I'm gonna see what I can do with this channel, man. I went initially with football, and I came to Caitlin Clark. Yeah, I'm going back football, man. That's where my love at. I gotta see what I can do with it. I think I'm gonna be. I know I'm talking college ball on it. But hey, whoo. November the 2nd, Georgia. November the 9th, Texas. And my son's birthday, November 10th. November the 16th, LSU. November the 23rd, Ole Miss. November 30th. Now, every team on here, Florida has an opportunity to beat. Now, maybe Georgia, maybe not so, but exactly, man. Hey, TMLB, exactly. So I got to go back to what I know, man. I tried to. Hey, I was gonna chase that, but it don't work for me. I gotta stay at my ball. All right. Georgia's their hardest team. I would say Georgia and Texas their hardest team. They go for 1 or 2 for the hardest. LSU and Ole Miss, they could go for the next one up, and then Florida State and Tennessee. But man, they schedule hard, but seeing what they got coming back, if they could make a run and say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If they can be 6-1 or 7-0, they'll be gravy going into this last stretch. If they could beat Florida State, well, put it like this. If they beat all 3 Florida teams, TMLB, hey, boy, hey, got to get out here and get it. if they beat they 3 schools, woo! I think that's the first time. Wow. This is the first time in the state of Florida, y'all, that one school are, one school playing all the big boys. Florida playing Miami, Florida State, and UCF, all of them. God, dog. Well, UCF just stepped up into it. They've been doing their thing, but they've been in a big conference. This is going to be going on their second year. So, if they can beat the big 3, well, now they consider, Florida consider the big 3, but if they can beat the new big 4, they can pull off them 3 wins. Well, Florida made big 4, but if they can beat Miami, UCF, and Florida State, bro, the battle in their hands. So that's 3 games right there. Then come back and beat Sanford. That's the D1 AA. That's 4. Texas A&M 5. Mississippi State 6. Kentucky 7. And if they can beat Tennessee or Ole Miss for 8. I think if that man gets 7 wins, he good, y'all. I think 7 wins and win the bowl game and have 8 wins, I think that's promising. What that'll be? 8 and 5? They can live with that. I think Billy Napier can keep his job if by the time the end of October comes, but he cannot lose to Miami and UCF. They'll probably fire him. He can't lose to both of them. He got to beat. But see, what's good for him, he got Miami at the crib, Texas A&M at the crib, UCF at the crib, Kentucky at the crib. He only has 2 away games. That's hard. His first 7 games, only 5 games at home. If they can go 5-0 at the house and beat Mississippi, yeah, he hitting her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Coach Billy Napier, man, this you. You can stay in the game, bro. If you can be 6-1 or 7-0 coming out of October. You got everybody at the crib. So the thing kind of really line up. He got Miami at the crib, Texas A&M at the crib, UCF at the crib, Kentucky at the crib, Mississippi State away. They don't think they really like that, so he can probably muster that out. And Tennessee gonna be like that. They're gonna be rocking. So Miss Johnson, what's good? So they gonna rock. November month, whoo! But in November, if he can beat a LSU, and he could punch George in the mouth, that'll really save him. But I don't know if he'll do that. Texas, that's at Texas, that's gonna be tough too. But he got LSU and Ole Miss at the crib. And he could beat any one of them at the crib. And then pop Florida State. Oh, that boy off in them. Let's see what they say about defense. They say Florida had issues tackling and forcing turnovers. I'd rather get the Tigers. Get the Tigers. We can worry about forced fumbles later. Among the other defensive staff changes, former Auburn defense coordinator Ron Roberts was hired to coach the linebackers and help the 31-year-old Austin. That's good. So he got a veteran defensive coordinator helping the little young buck defensive coordinator. All right, that's good. The linebacker James was balling until he got injured. Cornerback Marshall, he liked that, so you ain't throwing at him. Hey, they got some starters from other schools coming in. So they going to be solid. They say the overview. Let's see what the overview is. They say Florida is developing more depth and experience, but the question remains whether it will be enough. I think he can. I think he can, man. See, they say communication cost them the Utah and Arkansas game, but I think this year going to be better. I think this man can have a winning season this year, y'all. I think he can pull out He gets 7 wins and then get the 8th one, he'll be good in the bowl game. Or have 8 and play in the bowl game, get 9. Or even just have 8 wins total. He get the 7 or 8 wins, I think he good, y'all. Tell me if you say hopefully come on and get in. He gonna have to work, cause Jason ain't giving up the spot. I know that. So he gonna have to work. He gonna have to put in that work. Let me see if they talked about him at the beginning. Let me see if they gave Kamani love. You know Kamani, that 5-star. Let me see their overview. They say facing the nation's toughest schedule, their 3rd losing season. I don't think they're going to have a losing season, y'all. I think with all the pieces they got and everybody come back, I think Billy Napier could pull off something. I think they could pull off something, y'all. Let me see. Let me see. They got the running back on first team. They got an old wide receiver on first team. They got a punt on, second team for them too. On third team, they ain't got nobody. So I think Florida could pull off something, y'all. I might come back on and talk about some more football teams tonight. I might. But I ain't sure. Florida, hey, Coach Billy Napier, you got something, brother. We're going to see what you do, man. Hey, yo, I'm going to build this channel back up the right way, man. I'm going to build it up the right way. We're going to rock out. Hey, blessings to you.